Hello guys, welcome back to another video. Today I'm going to be showing you guys another one of my dreams creations. Now I've done the other two videos, the Vice City map and also the Charmed House, and I thought why not showcase the Nostalgia World, because again it was in an hour-long showcase video, and as usual I don't think anyone wants to sit through, or some people want to sit through an hour-long video for that, so I'm making this again for people that want to just spend like 10 minutes or so just watching the video in a showcase. So without further ado guys, I hope you enjoy. Make sure to like, share and subscribe, and without further ado, let's begin. Okay, so Nostalgia World, as you can see, it's another 4x3 because of course I grew up with like films and TV shows in that format, and I thought, you know, having it like 4x3, it brings a lot of attention to the front of it more and nothing distracts you from the side too much, because I don't know, if I just take it out of 4x3 right now, I forgot where I placed it, it's a giant bar. I'm gonna keep it off for the time being, but this is pretty much what it looks like wide, and I kind of didn't want to reveal everything, and that's why I kind of like 4x3, because not only does it fit with the time period I'm trying to recreate, but it kind of keeps things hidden where you've got to literally turn to see those things, you know, because I feel like the wider it is, it just reveals everything, and I kind of want people to just curiously not know what's around the corner. So yeah, but as you can see, I did the whole checkered floor and like the paint splatters, so a lot of this is just like stickers and stuff that I just put on the floor and just like lowered it to the point where I can't anymore, to make it like it's actually on the floor. I made it a museum slash fun house, so like, you know, when you go to the amusement parks and you go in those haunted houses, you see animatronics moving around, and you know, you see just unhinged things. I wanted to do that, recreate like the 90s like unhingedness of Nickelodeon and just like kids television in general. So I'm pretty much trying to do Nickelodeon and just whatever comes to mind in my childhood, and I try and recreate it here. So as you can see, just like a museum with like stuff inside the rooms and encased in glass. I did a Ninja Turtles area where they're in the sewer watching TV, and very 90s looking with like the basketball and the pizza and the radioactive sticker, and I just, you know, went with my imagination and made that room without actually using references. I just thought, oh, I'm gonna make a sewer and basically make it look homely, you know, like what would they do if they you know, what would they do if they had an area to themselves, what would they do with it, like add a sofa or a couch and TV, where would they put them and stuff like that. So yep, and as you can see, we got like turtle power. I thought the more stuff I add to the walls, the more like interesting it looks. So we have pizza rules and shredder stinks and all of that type of thing. And if we look at the corner here, I just did the Nickelodeon, The Adventures of Reptar. So I pretty much just went with like my own little designs, and I had a lot of fun creating these like holes in the walls where I could like create different scenarios. So Reptar looks like he's doing a Godzilla and roaming around like a city or something. And I kind of got this idea from the Search for Reptar video game on the PlayStation 1 that I grew up on, because there's a final level where you get to play as Reptar and you get to like smash like an entire city up and just obliterate it. And I kind of got that idea, and I did the Godzilla thing where there's planes and stuff flying around, and I made it really like, I don't know, I just really wanted it to look like one of really cool museums where there's just so much going on. And originally I was going to have like fire come out of his mouth, but I just thought, you know, just keep it simple and just have it as that, and I'm kind of glad I did, because I don't want too much to overwhelm the player. So this is pretty much it. And I did the like museums close off in certain parts, so like do not touch type of thing. So, you know, and you'll see like little light switches and little details like plug sockets and fans, like it's an actual place where actual people go. So it's not like there's nothing, like it actually looks like it's been lived in and actually run by people, instead of just nothing on the walls, and it's just, you know, just no detail at all. it's just very random as well. So because we got like different wall designs, so like this is like SpongeBob, and then his eyes and nose popping out, like amusement park horror type of stuff where you see things popping out of the darkness. I kind of got the idea from that. And of course, if we go into this room, it's just a random Halloween type of room. I just thought, you know, why not make something kind of scary and just unrelated, I guess, to Halloween, stuff like that, and added webs. I kind of just wanted to go like, if the 90s like was in a museum or a room, what would it look like? And what if that whole thing, just like everything in the 90s just exploded into like a room, what would it look like? And this is how I imagined it. You know, the checkered floors, the paint splats from like Nickelodeon, and you know, the clowns, and like unhinged eyeball and everything like that, and the stuff written on the walls, and obviously birthday parties, like Chuck E. Cheese type of things. So I kind of got the idea of like a party section there, and plants here, and like a painting room again, because like Art Attack and you know, those painting shows that you saw in the 90s where it was just like a giant bucket of paint and, you know, Mr. Maker and all that type of thing. That was early 2000s, but you probably get my point. So like a whole room just typical 90s quotes like radical, awesome, and you know, handprints, splat room, as you can see. So, and it's also labeled the doors. This room was an arcade, but I wasn't too sure about it, and I might turn it into something else, but I haven't touched this like level in like 2 or 3 years, so I don't know if I'm going to go back to it or not. But yep, it's empty for now. Put a fish tank in there. I kind of got like inspired by, at the time in the 90s, Nickelodeon had this like Nickelodeon type of world place where you could actually see the shows being filmed, like Double Dare and stuff like that, and you'd see like stuff like this. So if you watch like footage of like 90s Nickelodeon studios, that's in Nickelodeon studios, they had this type of thing going on. So I guess like some of that was inspired by this, you know. So, and I also did this thing where you, instead of just a boring door, I wanted it to be like a portal, so you'd see like stuff coming, leaking out into this world. So you see like slime, and I really wanted like green slime in this, because obviously Nickelodeon back in the day was all about like, yeah, slime and like just glowing green and stuff like that. So I wanted it to be like really like cool and glowy and just gross, and just, yeah, just like that. We got payphone, like you know, those staff phones that you see on walls when you were growing up. Obviously I did the animatronic hands. I didn't make the hands, but of course I wanted to animate them. I didn't want a lot of these things to be still, so a lot of this stuff I actually animated myself to move around. And yep. And if there's anything else, oh yeah, I made that was supposed to be like I forgot what it is. It's supposed to be like the sea or something. I just turned it into like a ceiling and made it all glow, because originally it was just a solid colour. I don't think it glowed at all, so I just made it glow, and I thought it made the ceiling pop, because I didn't want it to be like a normal white ceiling. So I thought it goes really well with the wackiness, and it kind of looks like a fun house. So that's what I was kind of aiming for, a fun house slash museum type of thing. That everything that was surrounded like the early 2000s and 90s. So yeah, I'm gonna give you one last show around just in case I missed anything. You know, have a look at the splat room again. And yeah, it was honestly, it's just fun to make colourful maps, and obviously I like playing as like SpongeBob, because I don't know, it's just funny to just hear him squeak every time he like moves around. You probably won't be able to hear it, but if you do, that's why it's just sort of amusing to just run around as this little guy through these really weird, strange maps and stuff. But yeah, another portal. Usually I have these so you can just leave the game like normal. And yeah, and if we go to the next one, it's the second map, and it's supposed to connect with the portal that we just went through. It's supposed to take us into a different scene, and it's like a SpongeBob type of world museum. So I was really leaning into you know, the Bikini Bottom, and like basically I tried to make these museums as if like the portals opened and It's like Cat in the Hat when like the red box or something opens and it leaks the wacky world out into the real world, so the real world just starts like warping reality and stuff. And I just thought, oh, you know, make everything just look like the Bikini Bottom, but you know, morphed with like the museum. So yeah, so a lot of the stuff isn't finished yet, such as like this one here. I don't know what to put that one as at the moment, so a lot of it's just experimenting and seeing where I'll put things. But I'm really pleased with how this went. As you can see, the walls were replaced with like rocks, and I'd say I did a pretty good job. I thought make the walls like the houses of the Bikini Bottom, like you see them around. The little holes as well where you see the characters' heads sticking through, you know, made them glow. And it was just fun to just make everything really colourful and pop, and just see like, I can actually imagine this being in like the Bikini Bottom. Like, I feel like I got the look down pretty well. I've even got the doors slightly open because I didn't want everything to just be like, you know, doors closed and stuff. I feel like if things look like they've been actually used, it looks more interesting. So we've got treasure chests and sand everywhere. I thought it'd be great to have a lot of stuff on the floor just to give it that theme a lot more. Again, with the effect on the ceiling as well, gave those little things that you see in the sky on SpongeBob on there as well to go with the theme. And if we go through this random crack in the door, we just see like a spotlight, and it shows like the back in the early 2000s they had these like SpongeBob, really like weird SpongeBob eyes pops, and sometimes you'd see like a wonky eye and stuff like that. So I thought, oh, why not make an entire room just pitch black and just have a spotlight on this like random SpongeBob eyes pop? And I thought that was pretty funny. So and it's just great to just see in the crack of the door, just was random. If we look here, just another window with nothing in it just yet, but it was a lot of fun to just create these. So, you know, just to morph these like museums into the worlds that I'm trying to create, because there'll be another world, let's just say it's like Hey Arnold, I'll warp the room into a style of Hey Arnold, or you know, another cartoon, anything pretty much in whatever was in the 90s. I'll pretty much try to make the room a mashup of everything like that. So we just see like art to do with SpongeBob, you know, Squidward's painting, and more windows with like either different scenarios or just different moments through the show. As you can see, like a glowing portal. This one I wanted to make more like creepy looking, and it just looks like it really is. It does kind of look sinister, the green lighting, and just the way like it lights SpongeBob up, it just looks really strange. And I created this like weird effect where I turn the light into like a bubble light, so it just creates these weird like shapes on the walls, and it just looks really scary looking. So as you can see, like a lot of these themes from the last map carried over onto this map, but of course I added the Bikini Bottom sort of mix to it. I'm really impressed with the walls as well. Like I said, I didn't want everything to just look the same. I kind of wanted everything to just look like each portal that you go in is like leaking out into the real world, or just a world in general. And yeah, it's just warping everything around, just like the Cat in the Hat film. We just see the Bikini Bottom, SpongeBob, Patrick and Squidward's house, and the buses that like pick them up around. Yeah, pretty much. And the glass is like coloured to look like, you know, obviously water and stuff. Bubbles around as well to show like, oh, this may be underwater, who knows. But yeah, it was a lot of fun putting a lot of stuff on the ground. I really try and push the limits of these maps. I don't know how much space I've got. Oh yeah, I've got 73%, and I would do so. If I go back to these maps, I usually like to push the limits to the point where I can't add any more. So I could probably add a lot more on the floor and stuff like that, or maybe I won't, because sometimes less is more, you know. But it was just a lot of fun to add a lot of vegetation and just a lot of stuff to replicate Bikini Bottom, but in like a more closed off space. I think it's just really cool to be able to, you know, take some creativity and put it into like a little room and see what you can do with it. It's just really, really fun. So yes, I think that's it for that room. I think this is actually the last room, so sadly I pretty much just like gave up making the maps after this, well, these specific ones, and I was making like buildings and Vice City and stuff, of course. But yeah, I may in the future actually probably like maybe even stream it one day of trying to like make these maps into a full game, you know, the SpongeBob ones, and see how it ends up. And you know, make this nostalgia world more expansive, and maybe you guys will play it too if I'm able to actually publish it. So yeah, that was Nostalgia World Showcase. So I hope you guys did enjoy this video. Make sure to like, share and subscribe, and stay tuned for more. Peace.